Oh, that was really uncomfortable. Not had a good night's sleep in here. I did have a bit of a sleep later on, and now it's nearly midday the next day. Not good at all. But where else do you sleep? Anyway, I better get a baler and a tractor sorted out to get this straw and grass done. We've had cut all our grass. We had 3 fields. We've got 2 over here and 1 behind us. So I'm going to walk down the shop and see what they can sort us out baler wise. So we're down at the shop. We've been charged quite a bit of money. This lot are having a bit of a laugh. We've had to hire the bale spike, the loader, the tractor, the baler, and even the weight, all separately. So we've got this baler that we're going to be able to do the straw and the silage with, and they've bunged some cheap green wrap in there. When I want to move the bales, I'll have to come back for that. So I think it's best if we bale everything up first and then bring the baler back, and then I can come back for the weight at the same time. So we'll get off, we'll start doing that straw first anyway. I won't even bother putting the beacon light on because there's no one around here to warn. Apart from a few birds that might be in the trees, but there's definitely no one around here apart from me. I'm not seeing anyone else doing anything around here at all. I think a lot of this land around here, pretty much the majority of it, goes untouched. There might be a few people around that might make some hay every now and again, but I thought they would have done that by this time of year. So we'll crack on baling this straw and see how many bales we end up with. So there's the first one out. I've really no idea how much we're going to get for this. Whether we're going to make literally nothing, less than what we've hired everything for, or whether we're actually going to make some money out of it. So we'll get all these baled, and then we'll come back when we finish baling. The most expensive part of this was the baler. The baler cost more than all the bits for the tractor. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. So we are nearly there, just a row and a half left. It's been a bit of a mission. So when I've finished, we are going to get these carted because I don't want them getting wet, because if they get rained on, I don't know if they're going to have a reduced price. So I need to concentrate on these really. As long as this is off hired by midnight, then that still counts as today. So I'm not bothered if I have to bail that silage into halfway into the night. Seem to have got a fair few bales off of here, so we'll have a look when we've finished and see how many bales we've actually got off of here. Step it up a bit. I do like setting the speed so it's a bit more of a realistic speed rather than doing stuff at a ridiculous speed. Obviously I've jump cut to where we started to where we are now. I'm not a great lover of doing quick time lapses in videos and using music, because invariably you get copyright strikes for it and then have to argue that it is copyright free and stuff. It's just an absolute hassle. I've got a couple going on at the moment which takes a month to resolve. They take, each one you complain about takes a month to find out the outcome, so it really is a pain when they come up. But a lot of them are still going back to FS19. Don't get too many in 22 because I've actually stopped doing it a lot in 22, using alleged copyright free music that ends up being copyrighted. So anyway, I'm going to drop this off there because we can go into that field of grass when we do go back to it. So let's have a little look at how many bales we've got here. Right, so apparently there's 46. So now we've got to cart them. So you didn't think I was going to cart them down to the shop 2 by 2, did you? I do love my trusty little truck. I've had it for many years, but the time has come to abuse it. So let's see how many bales we can get on here. I'll only be able to do this with a straw because the silage is definitely going to be too heavy. So we'll get this loaded up and see how many bales we can fit on here. Well, you won't believe how long that took, but I've got a load.
Yeah, boy.
I've got 14 on there. Been strapping it as I go, but I think that's pretty impressive. So I've turned the case off, and now I'm going to very carefully take this down to the sell point without turning it over, hopefully. So we'll trundle off down there and see how much we can get for all these bales, if we make it. I'm going to go very, very steady, so I'll see you down there. So we're very nearly there, and this is doing very well. We'll just turn very carefully here, but it's almost as if it was made for this job. I can't remember which door it is on this, so I better just tag the place. We are in it, so I'll let those go. So that was 2788, and there's one that just didn't quite get in. £32 for one bale. So maybe about 3 grand for that load. Well, that paid for the baler anyway, nearly. I think that was 3,300. So we'll get back with our trusty little Volkswagen and carry on until we've sold all the bales. So we're just back from doing our last load of bales. So I'm going to walk over to the case now so we can carry on doing the silage baling. So I don't think £10,000 for that lot wasn't too bad. Could have been better, I suppose. Could have been a lot better. But it is what it is. But it's more than paid for hiring this lot anyway. But I'm going to carry on getting this silage baled up in this field and that one, and then we've got one just over the other side of our pad to do. So I expect I'll be out here till it gets dark. And then I'll see what we're doing next time. We may look at getting these moved if I haven't moved them already. and then we're going to have to look at drilling something else in there for next year, I guess. So thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll catch you again next time. Cheers.